What it do? Krispy Kreme. Now, as we are, what is this like? What season? What is this like? Week three into Marvel Rivals season six, I believe. I think it's fair enough to give our decent tier list of the game. All right. Now, let's start off with the obvious choices. Gambit. Hold up. If you put Gambit anything below as the absolute best character in the game, week six through I'm not even going to give this any energy. I'm not even going to give this any energy. Right? Now niggas are spamming it. Oh my goodness. I'm not even gonna try to listen to that, right? But if we put Gambit as anything other than the number one best character in the game right now, I can already guarantee you haven't been playing the game enough. This nigga's a fucking demon. Alright. I already say crazy CC immunity on his ult. I would say his ult alone is already makes him the best character in the game. His ult is the best in the game, and he can fight with DPS, other healers. He can dive if he wanted to. Like Gambit's actually versatile. I don't really think I have to say a whole lot about Gambit. I'm gonna be honest with you. Next things next, we have our boy Magneto. All right. Hmm. Hmm. Fucking Cajun, get him off the list. Oh my gosh. Yo. Why was that so racially charged? I'm not even going to. Oh, Adam Warlock, automatic D. We have to be honest with ourselves. Adam Warlock is never going to get the buffs that he deserves. He is genuinely the fucking bottom of the barrel. I don't know a single good reason why anyone would pick Adam Warlock in the big 2026 in any particular reason. It just does not make sense. I can't think of it. You can't think of it. Strange better than Mag. See, I haven't even got the Strange yet. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I was gonna put him in S tier too. Um, to say that he's better than Mag is debatable. I will admit. I think they're interchangeable though. I genuinely do think that. I think that these two characters. My bad, YouTube. I'm just clip farming. Oh lord. Let me make the chat bigger. Actually, let me expand this. Let me expand that. Yeah. Okay. But um, Strange is a A. Magneto is a B. That is a take. That is a take. Both of these niggas are A tier characters. Adam is good with triple heal with Luna and another support. Okay, now I guess there's some criteria we might need to put on here before I go crazy, right? I think I need to. He is rage baiting. He has to be. There's no way, right? But the thing is, I'm ranking this purely off of value to the team. I guess like in terms of like value in a triple support comp, Adam Warlock can be tough. He genuinely can be tough. But the issue is that if he's not in that two support comp, this nigga's damn near useless. That res, that born again, that shit doesn't do anything. I mean, okay, it does shit, but like, let's be honest. If you're in the middle of a team fight and you have a good anybody on the other team, all you need is a good maximum pulse, a meteor M from Magneto. There's too much shit you can go there. So while if we include, so trying to give him a little bit of leeway, right? In terms of like the absolute best a character can be, if that's how we're rating this list, he goes to a C at best. I can't lie to you. This nigga Adam Warlock, even after triple support, he goes to a C at best. If I'm in a triple support comp and I don't see a Gambit, Loki, and a Mantis on my team, I'm going to get mad. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm going to get angry. At least in ranked. At least in ranked. I'm going to get angry. Um, Facts, no printer. Like, if we're going to do triple heal support, I better see a Mantis, I better see a Loki, and I better see a Gambit. Speaking of triple support, though, that actually goes on to the next person, Loki. Triple support alone already puts this nigga to A tier. I would put him to S, but I just feel like he's lacking a couple things that would like make him like an S tier character. Because like the reason why I put S tier characters as he is that no matter what situation it is, this nigga can be useful. That's the way I look at it, if that makes sense. You know, like at least applying that to this scenario, right? No matter which way I look at it, Gambit is gonna be helpful. 2 support comp, 3 support comp, shit. I'm not gonna say solo heal. That's just dumb. No, nobody should be solo healing in the big 26. The humongous 26 actually. So that's why we put Gambit up here, right? But obviously, he has so much use for the team no matter what situation he's in. He can be some diving shit, off of some backline shit, off of some. Like, you can do so much with it. You genuinely can. But then everyone else, if I'm being honest, outside of those very obvious picks, gets a little bit trickier to try to rank in any shape or form, right? Because then we have niggas like Hulk. I don't need to say much about him. Even after the buff, this nigga. I'm sorry. If I'm seeing a Hulk in my ranked game, you have to be an absolute demon. Because that's the only way you're going to be good with the character. Like, you would have to be an absolute fucking demon, right? Gambit male, Loki A tier. Oh no, Gambit made it Loki A tier. I agree with that. I can agree with that. Because if, say, Gambit didn't exist, Loki goes down to a B. It's not a crazy drop, but genuinely that's what happens to me. But because of his usefulness with Gambit on the field, you gotta go A. The only way Hulk is higher if it's a Lord Hulk. Hulk is definitely a B. Now I'm gonna need you to explain your reasoning for why Hulk is a B tier character. I'm just not seeing it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Cause so far with how his kit is and how he's like a CC demon, not a CC demon, he is getting pulverized by CC demons. Matter of fact, this nigga Winter Soldier right here, this nigga automatically a tier character off of the fact of his CC alone. That little grapple hook that he does, that shit is crazy work, bro. It can disrupt an entire team fight. There is worse. I'm not even gonna act like and say there isn't worse because Johnny Storm is right there. Johnny Storm is probably easily the worst character in the game. I'm not even gonna deny that. I'm not even going to, right? And oh, and a quick side note, we gotta put Deadpool in the A tier. And the reason why I put Deadpool in A tier is mainly because of the fact that this nigga is like versatile in all 3 roles. And Tank Deadpool is already crazy. Let's start off with that. Tank Deadpool is crazy. Heal Pool is something to stick with too. Um, DPS Pool, he's alright. He's not bad, but he's not like someone that I'm going to flinch at. He's not a DPS where if I see on another team, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a headache to fight against. You know, um, a headache to fight against, no matter what game it is, or no matter what team comp it is. Magic, automatically A tier. I'm surprised that niggas don't pick her more, and that's saying a lot considering how much she's actually picked in ranked games. Because niggas like Daredevil was already getting banned, and niggas like Black Panther for some reason people don't use a lot. Um, and I'm just like, I don't really know how else to rank Magic besides A tier because like she has a lot of the strong kits. Like she's not overly broken, but she's not like gutted either though. That's the thing, like she's like I can probably settle for a B tier, but even then I feel like that's not even doing justice if I'm being completely honest with you. But I don't know, Magic is in one of them weird scenarios. I want to say A tier, but for right now we'll go B and I might change it later though. That's the situation we're going with Magic. I don't think she's a S tier character by any means, but she's definitely nowhere near a C or a D tier character in my personal opinion. Speaking of D tier characters, Black Widow. I don't need to say much. It's Black Widow, a sniper who can't one shot, and they still haven't fixed that. Oh, you need the Mantis team up. Get out my face. like, like, bro. Oh, you need the Mantis team up to one shot niggas. Are we serious, man? We gotta get real. We gotta get real. We have to get real. If I can make an F tier, I would do that. I ain't gonna lie. Matter of fact, can I make an F tier? Choose a label and background color. Add a row below. Yes, sir. Perfect. That's exact. I'm glad that you said it. Actually, I'm glad that you said it. Absolute fucking garbage. Alright? Absolute fucking garbage. We have Black Widow. I don't even know if I want to put fucking Human Torch there. I don't think Human Torch is that bad compared to Black Widow. I'm gonna be honest. Compared to Black Widow, I don't think she's that bad. I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, but but then we'll move on to Black Panther. Now, Black Panther is weird, right? Because he's not. I don't think he's an A tier character, but you could make the argument for C tier character. He's definitely more useful than Adam Warlock. I'm gonna tell you that. Like at least just going off of pure usage, he's definitely more useful than Adam Warlock. But I think and you said C tier too. Yeah, I genuinely think C tier is the best way to rank Black Panther. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's not nothing, but like he's not a team up merchant or anything like that. He's just I genuinely think Black Panther is a fair and honest character. And I know what a lot of support mains who might be watching this video might be saying, but I'm serious. I genuinely think that he's a fair and honest character. Like, yeah, he's kind of unreactable, but if you're playing a lot of the supports that niggas dominate in ranked, if you're playing a Gambit, if you're playing a Sue Storm, hell, if you're playing a fucking Cloak and Dagger, Black Panther should not be an issue or not be a crazy issue. You gotta be a demon at the game in order for him to be an issue to backlines, in my personal opinion. Because I used to think that it's just like, oh yeah, it's just Black Panther in general. Nah, because like all you need and you don't even really need to do this anymore if I'm being honest, but let's just say you're in those type of lobbies where nobody's shooting the nigga, so you have to peel. So we have Benjamin Grimm for. So we got Ben for. He's right here. Benjamin Grimm at D? Are we serious? I can give you a B, but I'm never giving you a D tier. With Ben? No. I can't put him below. No. No. I don't see that. He has too much use. Now, this is completely biased. I just want to get this out the way. This is completely biased because Benjamin Grimm is one of my favorite tanks in the game besides Doctor Strange. Ben B. Yeah, okay. So that's okay. So we're in agreement there. We're in agreement there. I genuinely think that Benjamin Grimm being a B tier it shouldn't be too crazy up for debate. But this next person is really hard to rank, and I kind of need y'all help for this one. We have Captain America. Now, Captain America, his use for the team isn't showing up on the leaderboard. That's the thing. So it's kind of hard for me to like really say what his best purpose is and how that ranks, if that makes sense. Because the way I play Captain America is I go into the background, I annoy them a little bit, jump the fuck up out of there, rinse and repeat, ult, give ult charge to the rest of my teammates. We just flow in that way. I'm not confident in my ability to do that in a high level, but I've seen that done at high levels and I know how good it can get. I don't know how to rank that. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I want to say B tier, but honestly, I think I'm probably putting that nigga C tier right above Adam, but in between Black Panther. That's how I genuinely would see this, right? Because the other stuff that Captain America can do can be done better by other characters. Like, let's say his stalling ability, right? Where's Mr. Fantastic at? This nigga's great at that shit. Like, this nigga fast. Let me get the bias out the way. No bias, no bias, no bias. Um, Mr. Fantastic is great at stalling enemy teams, but I can't put him A tier though. I genuinely cannot do that. I can't in good heart put that nigga A tier. Out of all the Fantastic Four characters, the only person who actually belongs above a B tier, in my personal opinion, is Sue Storm, and that's her being an A tier right by Loki. Reed is D. I'm gonna need you to explain your reasoning on that because I seen your tier list. I seen your tier list. Either they both B or Cap is above Reed. Hmm? Okay, there's a lot of ideas that's getting juggled around here, right? On one hand, you have, oh yeah, Reed Richards is D. That's a crazy take in my personal opinion, but I want to hear them out at least. Then you have Cap should be either they're both B or Cap should be above Reed. I don't think Cap should be above Reed at all. Second best support for Sue. You're not lying, but I think there are other characters that are better than her in terms of use for the. No, then on second thought, then I'm just looking at for the use for the team because I'm looking at the other folks who's here. Reed's stall ability is just his tank form, but Cap is literally the point staller, and I can give you that, right? But this nigga Cap don't do no damage. That's kind of the issue. This nigga can't do no damage. Reed is not as reliable as he used to be. Also, the reason you think he's so high is because you've seen him a lot. Your feeling is effect, but it's realistically not that much. It's like the same thing for like a Wanda. Okay, so then I think this might be where bias comes around again for myself, is because the issue is no damage. Are you out of your mind? No, that nigga is a tickle monster. I play Reed. Like whenever I get to play DPS, Reed Richards is usually my first bet, and I be having a fucking blast. Your clip farming gotta be. Doesn't do damage, that's wild. Okay, maybe I'm tweaking, but I have never met a single Captain America main who has like done crazy damage. I'm talking about like 23,000 damage in a ranked game, 11 final hits, this, that, and the third. I just don't see that. If I'm uninformed, then I'm uninformed, genuinely. If I'm uninformed, then I'll have to go and do the knowledge. I'll have to do the knowledge on that one. But Captain America's damage, from what I've seen, is just not okay, to say the least. I just don't see that as a reliable thing. Like if I'm like, yo, we need a tank to do some more damage, and niggas pick Captain America, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's going to piss me off, right? But looks like look at the stats for damage next time you'll see an update for him or something because it's higher than you think. Really? Did they buff his shit? Because last time I checked, that nigga was a tickle monster. Genuinely. Like not even trying to clip farm. Like that's genuinely what that guy was. So I'm just like I'm just adjusting some things here. But no, yeah, last time I checked that guy was a tickle monster. So I'm like, I might have to just matter of fact, let's look at the patch notes. His shield dive alone does 20. What? Wait, hold up. Probably be easier if I go here. This was the latest one, I believe. Wait, which one was the latest one? Um, fuck, which one was the latest one? I'm tweaking. I think it was this one, right? Oh, this is the new map. I'm tweaking. Which one was that? Hero balance adjustment. There we go. Reduce fire. Oh, they reduce his cooldown too. Okay. Oh, so that you can do more damage more. Okay, that makes a lot more sense actually. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. 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 So I was misinformed. I didn't know that they fucking buffed that shit. I could put him to B, and I would put Reed like up. I'd put Reed below him. I will say that. But I can genuinely see Reed being like low C. I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe Cap high C, Reed low C. I can't see Reed as a D tier character though. I'm gonna be honest. Like even after your explanation, I feel like his kit is really good enough to the point where, like, with the versatility that which you can do, in at least from how I interpret things, I just can't put him as a D tier character. I can't see that happening. I can put Cap as a low C, high B, but I can't do anything more than that, right? Then we got Cloak and Dagger, A tier character off rip. Genuinely one of the best healers in the game. I personally say top four, obviously because Gambit, Sue, and Loki's right there, but genuinely top four support in the game. Um, I don't really have much to say. She's just a really good character. Then we have Groot. Actually, not that good. Now I'm curious why you say that because I feel like her kit is one of them scenarios where it's like you get 30,000 healing a game guaranteed. That's one of like if you have a semi just cognitive decent person on your team with as your like duo for healing, you can get a solid 30k healing with Cloak and Dagger off the rip. And it's huge, and at least I don't know, maybe I'm just tweaking from like a platinum lobby sort of view because I know some niggas are higher ranked than me. Um, but just from what I'm gathering, it's like it's not even like she's not crazy hard to kill or anything. It's not even like that she's like unbalanced. I genuinely think that she's a fairly balanced character, but her kit and her usefulness, I think that her usefulness, I could say it like at the most I can the lowest I can see her is like a B, like an in between a Magic or a Grim, but I can't see her being a C tier. And because like let me look back at her shit, right? Uh, table of contents show strategist cloak and dagger, right? Reduced. They reduced it. My, I need to read the patch notes more often. Veil. Wait. So now there's two court capes. I knew that. I knew that. Um, but they nerfed her. Well, they nerfed their whatchamacallit. Dagger just isn't that good anymore compared to the other supports. Doesn't really do anything. Is the biggest thing. Like you never see tickle healer. Dagger is only 3 tickle healers. Oh no, yeah. Yeah, you're right. There is really only 3 tickle healers because besides Dagger, right, there's what, Mantis, Ultron, where's he at? Where's he at? Ultron right here, and honestly I'm putting Ultron at C tier. I can't put him any higher than that. I can't put Ultron any higher than a C tier, being completely honest with you. Right? But and I think it's kind of the same thing where it's like I think that she's a high like a low B high C situation, and I might adjust this, but genuinely this is how I'm feeling with Cloak and Dagger. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is how I'm feeling with it. And for right now we'll just put her in the high C. While we because we're gonna fix up the list a little bit later. I kind of want to just get everybody on here first because for next we have, oh shit, we have Groot. Now, Groot is one of them ones. Just like I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I want to put him as a S. I really do because I can. If you're in any lobby that's not like I don't know what to say. Like I thought I had the ad blocker on. Why the fuck is this shit still here? Okay, there we go. No, had to cut that out. But what you call it? Yeah. I don't know if you're, and it's really hard to make a team that doesn't work around Groot. That's kind of my thing. Like he's just crazy good. Um, and the same thing can be said about Hawkeye. Even though he has the one shot, I kind of want to put him at high B. Um, well, no, I kind of gotta put him at A. I have to put him at A. He's kind of like Bucky. I think he's in a similar boat than Bucky is in, where it's like two DPS characters who are really oppressive in a lot of different scenarios, and neither of these niggas get nerfed. I don't know why. I think that like Guan Guan's main is Winter Soldier. That has to be the only thing that makes sense. Because why the fuck is this nigga never banned? Or not, why is this nigga never nerfed? Ever. Oh yeah, we miss shots. Oh, I gain overshield. Are we serious? Like, I don't know. This nigga still pisses me off. But then we start getting into the trickier to rank people, like a Spider-Man. How the fuck do you rank Spider-Man? Like in terms of usefulness, it's like he's like the same way as an Iron Fist. Like if I wherever I put Iron Fist is wherever I put Spider-Man and vice versa. Like they could be in B, right? They could be in B, right? Right. But here's the issue. Why would I dive with Iron Fist or Spider-Man when Magic is right there, when Daredevil's right here? Niggas keep forgetting this nigga exists. Or why dive at all when you have fucking Hela sniping the fuck out of you? You know? Or it's like it gets so tricky. It gets so tricky because Flyers are at an all-time low this season. Or at least how I interpret it. If you're not Angela, you're not going crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. And speaking of which, Angela goes in the A tier too. I genuinely think she goes a bit higher than some of the people here, but I think she goes a little bit higher. Rank off average. Okay, if I rank off of average. Um, hmm, hmm. The average. Ooh. Because I'm just trying to think of use. Because if we go off of usefulness for the team versus the average Spider-Man, it's both pretty low. It's both pretty low. Like the average Spider-Man is the because I know what some niggas will say. Oh, you play on console lobbies. Eat a dick. I don't. This is hard. I still, because I think D is disrespectful, but it's not inaccurate. That's how I feel. Like I feel like it's disrespectful, but not inaccurate. That's how I feel about that. Where I'm just like, ooh, I don't know. But I don't know. We'll just leave that be, right? We'll just leave Iron Fist and Spider Man. We'll come back to them boys. We'll come back to them boys, right? We got Iron Man. You said D is good. I would think so. I would think so. Iron Man's hard to rank too because the average Iron Man is pretty ass, but like the issue is that his kit can be useful if the player using him knows what they're doing, if that makes sense. Like it can be very annoying to go against an Iron Man, especially when your entire team is just deciding to just completely look over the nigga and not see him whatsoever. So it's like I can see this, but for now, I genuinely think it's safe to put Iron Man at C for right now. We might need to adjust that later. Now, prior to contrary belief, Jeff is actually a really good person. Iron Man F. Now, why do you say F? Why do you say he deserves to be in this tier with Black Widow? That's my question. That's my question. Or in the tier with right under Hulk and Johnny Storm and whatnot. Why do you say he deserves to be that low? Because if I think because mind you, I think he's low. I definitely think he's high D. If he's D, he's definitely high D. I will agree on that. That's what I personally think. Bad teammate can't get him. Yeah, fair point. Yeah, I can't even argue against that. Now, hmm. Now, oh, so if we're going off of the averages, right? The averages of these characters, like the people who pick them, the average of this nigga. Punishers might be one of the worst people I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna be honest with you. Every time I'm like, bro, my DPS are selling me. I wonder who it is. I check my leaderboard and it's always a Punisher. Every time. Like, I'm not even exaggerating when I say this. Every time someone is selling my fucking game, it's always Punisher. It's always, let me tell you something, Red. And pulls out Judge, Jury, Executioner just to die to fucking Star Lord or some shit. Like, the concept of having a good Punisher on the team is just not it's just not something that I have ever experienced in recent memory. I'm gonna be honest. And that's why I put him so low. It might be biased. I don't give a fuck. Fuck this nigga. Oh my god. I'm tired of seeing this bitch on my screen. I'm so tired. I'd rather have a Black Widow. No, okay, let me not crazy. Let me not get crazy. Let me not get crazy. I was gonna start talking crazy. Wanda deserves to be pretty low too. She's pretty. I think she's a D. Wolverine. I- no, I'm putting it in the same tier as Punisher. I'm gonna be honest. Just off the weight, just what? Yeah, like yeah, Wanda F. I agree. Like, I genuinely think that's where she is, bro. Like, fuck there. Moon Knight, unfortunately, is a B or is a high B, low A character. Um, the reason why I say unfortunately is because he's in a similar boat to Squirrel Girl. Nigga has no aim and it takes no skill to play her. But unfortunately, I gotta put him in A. He's just that oppressive. He's just that strong. Like, like if a nigga say, "Oh yeah, I made Moon Knight," I'm not gonna say, "Yo, you're good at the game." I'm gonna say, "Oh, so you know how to throw an Ankh down." The only thing I can give like Moon Knight players, like I mean, I'm like real Moon Knight mains. The only thing I can really give y'all is like y'all know how to place a good ult sometimes. But that's about it. That's really it, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like that's really all y'all got. That's all y'all got going for y'all. So it's like in terms of like the actual skill, the rest of it is just unk, ooh, ooh, throw shit at the unk and see what lands. Like that's all that is. And either way, a lot of y'all niggas don't be good at the game. Let's just be honest. No spacing, begging for heals, thinking y'all Batman shit. You're not Batman. You're a fraud. Speaking of frauds, Luna Snow, her last hit was not good. Putting her at B though, decent support though. Horrible K-pop singer. I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, like if we're doing this purely off of music, this shit's absolute fucking garbage. But let me not be bogus though. Let me not be bogus though. Heard she got washed in a diss track from the K-pop demon. Yo, I can't even take myself serious sometimes. Penny Parker. Putting bias aside, I don't want to put Penny Parker anything above a B. I'm gonna be honest. Putting bias aside, I'm gonna be honest. Like, if you wanna go with bias, it's like, oh, bro, we think Penny Parker should actually be a bit higher. No, she's in a similar boat to Moon Knight. You don't take no skill to play her. Set a mine down. It scatters everywhere. Niggas can shoot that shit 2 seconds and she's useless. Like that's the issue. Like you shoot the mine, she's fucking useless. Like if you shoot a Groot wall down, he still has some use to him, right? You shoot a penny mine, she has nothing for her. Oh, a web. Let me web you up so I wait 15 seconds to get a new penny mine just for you to shoot that shit too. Like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Penny, she's a B because she's not horrible, but it really requires the other tank that she's moving with to like not only protect her mines, but protect her if her mines are destroyed. Because unless she's getting pocket healed, she's gonna get taken out of the game real fast. This is a really easy character to pick in my personal opinion. Like when I'm playing Magneto, what the fuck? The fuck was that? Anyways, that was scary. Anyways, let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up. We're putting Mantis at A. She deserves to be there. Can't really say much to be honest with you. Same thing for Namor. Need that nigga. Penny is D. Honestly, I was gonna put her C, but I don't see the D though. She is trash. I'm not gonna say that she like that's the thing. I was gonna B like she's a B C character. Only time I can see D is like wasn't good last season, worst this season. You know, and this is the funniest part about it is that you would think that a character who is not as good, because I agree, she's not that good, but I don't think she's a D. I generally don't think that because I'm kind of in between the B and C right now. But like, I don't think she's a D, but she's definitely banned like she's a S tier character when she really isn't. And I'm very confused on why. She's just not that good. She's very situational. That's kind of the issue. She's very situational, right? Speaking of situational niggas, we got Psylocke. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know where the fuck to put her. Um, I'm thinking C or B, but something tells me a B tier character is probably the best way to put Psylocke. Like she's not horrible, right? Her kit's annoying, but it's not oppressive. Like her kit's annoying. It's not oppressive. Whenever you play against niggas who use Psylocke, it's not even like, oh yeah, this guy's the top 500 Psylocke and he's gonna take 20 final hits. They're kind of just farming for that all game. And if you take her out quickly, she's not really an issue beforehand. I kind of want to put her low C, but she's not worse than Penny though. I will say that she's not worse than Penny. So yeah, I'll put Penny on D actually, because she's not worse than Penny, but she's definitely nowhere near a B tier character. I'm gonna be honest. Storm, I think, is a B tier character. I think she's above Namor and Jeff, but I don't think that she's like. I can put her above Ben. I can put her above Ben. I don't think that she has enough use to be better than Magic and Luna though. Speaking of which, Rocket's another B tier character. Can't really get mad at that. Um, Blade. Blade is tricky. Blade is tricky because I want to put him higher, but at the end of the day, he's kind of the same boat as Iron Fist. Like I think they're damn near the same character. If you really look at their kit, they're damn near the same character. I'm gonna be honest. Like, only difference is they're fucking old at this point, and the fact that this nigga Blade has a gun. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna just keep him here at C with the Iron Fist. Um, Wolverine's kind of in a similar boat. Just another dive character. He's not really doing anything. Rogue, I want to put her at B. I want to put her at B. She's a B. Thor is an A tier character. I don't care what no one says. That nigga does too much damage as a tank just to be a tank. That nigga's a hybrid at most. Emma, I think it's safe to still put her at low S tier. I was gonna put her high S tier, but after the nerfs, because they didn't gut her, but she's kind of like Kid Buu. You know, like they tried to whatchamacallit, Blade is C. Yeah, I agree. I genuinely think Blade is C. But no, Emma's kind of like Kid Buu in fighters. Like no matter how much they try to nerf her, it doesn't really matter, right? He keeps getting better, but it's trash. I wouldn't even necessarily say that he's like trash, you know. I just think that he's just not as useful if you're playing ranked. You know, if you're playing competitive, that's the best way for me to like say about this list is that this is a purely competitive list. Like, if you're on quick match, I promise you, there's a lot of characters in here where you're gonna have a lot of fun with. Like in quick match, Spider-Man might be the best character of all time. Spider-Man and Daredevil might be like the best two characters of all time, right? Squirrel Girl, I think is kind of in a similar boat to like Penny and them. Like she's just there. Penny's just Squirrel Girl is just there. Phoenix is the same boat as Hela. Where's Hela at? She's just right next to her. Like Jean Grey is just Hela. Jean Grey is just Hela if she had the splash damage of the Moon Knight effect. That's what she is. I'm gonna be honest. Star Lord. We're gonna put him at B tier. Venom. I don't know where to rank this nigga. He's the last character on the list. Where do we rank this nigga at? Actually, the average Venom player with this new season, there's a lot of them. Not a lot of them are good. But I will say this: in terms of what they can do on the court and what they can do on the field, he's basically just Captain America with the symbiote suit on. That's essentially what he is. So I don't know. This is interesting to say the least. This is interesting to say the least. Now let's double check this list, right? In the absolute fucking garbage tier, we got Wanda, Punisher, and Black Widow. Black Widow staying, Punisher is staying. Maybe I can argue for Wanda being in D tier, but I don't care. These niggas will not be moving from this spot, right? Upgrade streamers. Let me go ahead and ban this nigga. Hold up. Go ahead and ban this nigga. Come on now. Hold on. Trying to get this nigga up out of here. Tired of these bots. All right. Back to the program. You said Jean is better. As a Venom main, I'm going C. It's not ridiculous to say, and I put him at high C too. I'd even put him at like a lower C. I genuinely think him and Cap are interchangeable. That's how I personally feel. I think Captain America and Venom are interchangeable, and honestly, I'd rather put Cap over Venom because Cap's ult helps better than Venom's ult. Venom is more of like a, oh, I'm finishing the job. Cap helps the team in other scenarios. Yo, what's good, Sukasa, man? How you feeling, bro? How you feeling? Right now, we're just doing a tier list of Marvel Rivals right now. We're kind of finishing it up. And so far, this is kind of the list. We got Wanda, Punisher, and Black Widow in the absolute fucking garbage tier. And indeed, we got Penny, Iron Man, Spider Man, Human Torch, and the Hulk. And then now we're getting into like messy territory because I want to say that Jean Grey is better than Hela. I do want to say that, right? S tier, honestly, it doesn't matter who the fuck you put here in terms of orders. They're genuinely just all just like they're all crazy. I wouldn't care as long as Gambit is the number one. I don't care what the order here is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Mag is better than Strange. Other people say otherwise. Um, whatchamacallit? I think Groot is better than Emma. Other people would say otherwise. But genuinely though, as long as they're all S tier, I don't think I can disagree with it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now everything else gets a little murky here, because the A tier we have Loki, we have Bucky, Angela, Hawkeye, but Daredevil I think should be higher. I think I could put Daredevil higher. Like not anymore. Venom ult is a setup for kills now. Doing good, man. Yeah, I heard for a bit before I typed before I was because of making food with Punisher all the way down. I wouldn't say that. If you say say or suppress who play Punisher, you would change your mind, not gonna lie. Now, I'm being honest. Um, the factors for why we put Punisher so low is actually based off of a couple of things. First thing being of the average player base of the character. The average player base of the character, whenever I have a Punisher on my team, for some reason they're the worst person to ever touch a controller in their life, right? Whatchamacallit? Don't worry, he's just clip farming for YouTube. Anyways, um, whatchamacallit? I'm not even going to bother with this nigga Ace right now. Groot is the best tank in the game right now and a direct counter to Emma. The only person I would have to argue on that one. I would have to argue on that one. But the only person I would say is a better tank than the only person I would say is a better tank than Groot right now, like realistically, would probably be Magneto. But even then, maybe I'm overestimating Magneto because Groot's kit is really fucking strong. No bullshit. And I say this with like all the bias in the world because all the S tier characters, with the exception to Emma, Hela, and Jean Grey, I all play because of the characters that I happen to like. But like, I genuinely think realistically, because like, hmm, because why do you say Groot's the best tank? Because the reason I would put him in like in the best tank conversation is purely because of the aspect of the fact that this man can, whatchamacallit, I mean, like this dude can like block off healing with it. He can be really oppressive with his Groot walls. He gains the overshield. Shit, give him the Mantis team up with Loki and all that. Then he gets a healing wall. That's why I would put him there. I'm gonna be honest, but I know everybody's different. Every reasoning is different, so I'm curious to what you gotta say on that. But right now, I think that Groot is interchangeable to Magneto, and I was forgot I was gonna say this, but I'm putting Emma a bit higher. I'm putting Emma a bit higher. Like, I don't know. It's kind of hard to rank the tanks in turn, or at least the oppressive tanks. I think Strange out of the top four. So that's the thing though, because then I can't say Strange is worse than Emma, because I think that he's right there interchangeably with Magneto, with the changes that they made at least, right? But then Groot is anti CC and his team up. Oh, I forgot that he get the anti CC. Yeah, well, if I'm being honest, that alone already puts him as best tank in the game. I'm gonna be honest with you. That already puts him as best tank in the game. because CC is a fucking nightmare in Marvel Rivals right now. I feel like it's a whole different video topic. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like CC is like one of the most oppressive tools in this game, and the fact that almost everybody has it is crazy. Especially this fuck nigga Bucky Barnes. I'm not going to get over the fact that this nigga Bucky has overshield for missing his shots, and then says, "Oh yeah, bro, let me just get a fucking grapple hook that can just snatch niggas away from their team. That's not okay. That's not all right, man. That's not okay. That's just not okay. Something's got to change with that guy, and I don't think anything's gonna change anytime soon. But hold up, let me allow that. Bro said, "Fuck." Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like, that nigga Bucky needs to go, bro. Something needs to happen with that guy, and that's saying a lot because Hawkeye exists. Well, Hawkeye is like one of the only characters in the game that my knowledge of that you can like genuinely one shot a nigga with without any help. Without any help. This nigga Bucky needs nerfs now. Like immediately, bro. This nigga needs to go. This nigga needs to go. Um, but nah, in terms of the rest of the tier list, I'm kind of confident to where I put everybody. I'm gonna be honest. Like Daredevil being A tier but not a S tier character, I feel like checks out. Right? I feel like that checks out. Um, Cloak and Dagger, Cap, Venom, BP, Adam Warlock, all these folks here, they seem like C tier characters. They're not horrible, but I'd rather have somebody else on my team. You know, only thing that I'm very skeptical on is Deadpool because I don't really know how good he is. Like I see him a lot on my team, but I don't think I fully grasped how useful he is to the team, if that makes sense. Like Tank Pool, I feel like I've got the grasp on that, but Heal Pool I haven't because every time I get a heal Deadpool on my team, them niggas suck. So it's like it's kind of hard for me to I don't know, Groot, Strange, Mag, Emma in that order. And I remember you saying, "Oh yeah, I forgot. Now I can actually ask you for your elaboration this time." I remember you saying that Strange was above Magneto. My curiosity is why did you put Strange above Magneto? Because I think they're very interchangeable, if not Strange kind of taking the back seat here. But my curiosity as to why you say that. Damn, that was some hot ass water. I forgot the shit like insulates. Oh my god. That was weird. I forgot that. I genuinely forgot that shit insulates. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Oh my gosh. But the only thing that I would say is questionable about who I put on this list is just the ordering. I think the letter tiers is all decent. I think it's just the ordering for everything. Like realistically, Thor's probably higher than this. Thor is a very oppressive tank. His damage was already wait on. His damage he was already utility better, but his damage is now better. I think his damage is okay. Here's my thing. I think that I personally think that Doctor Strange would easily be the best tank in the game if he had the Hulk team up again. The Hulk team up did fucking wonders back in season 0, bro. Like that shit was insane. While his damage is good now, that Hulk team up was fucking crazy. But I see what you mean. His utility was already crazy, but now that his damage is boosted, it can give him the edge on Magneto. I can see what you're saying there. I'm not arguing Emma being in last place with the nerfs that they did to her. I understand. That shit should one shot any DPS or support that was in a support alt. Yep, I was about to say just that. Yeah. Yeah, like if you're in a support ult with fucking Strange there, you better hope the nigga doesn't have 100 already. You better hope the nigga doesn't have 100 already because he can literally just one shot a support in support ult. It's not crazy because I'm tired of seeing these support ults being just like invincible shields for the team. But whatchamacallit, that is crazy and I think it's kind of a good crazy, if that makes sense. So I can see what you mean. Strange being interchangeable, well, not interchangeable, but being right behind Groot is not a bad take at all. It's not a bad take at all. Like, and that's another thing, like, that I touched on, because bro said facts too. Yeah, he agreed with me. Some of these support ults, and it's Luna Snow's fault. Some of these support ults are kind of oppressive. I'm gonna be honest with you. Iron Man with the Gamma team up was a demon, not gonna lie. Honestly, bro, if you get Iron Man back his Gamma team up, that nigga goes automatically to a B tier character. That shit was crazy. I'm gonna be honest. Like he moves up something crazy, bro. He moves up something crazy. Like in the way I look at it, some of these characters are team up merchants. Like I'm trying to think of an example. Wanda has always been a team up merchant. That laser melted everything. Yes, bro, it did. It did. Like it melted everything. But no, like some of these characters are team up merchants. Before Ultron got his second drone, he relied on Iron Man, bro. That was the only way for him to be somewhat viable. But now that he has two drones with the Iron Man team up, he's most of the time liable in a triple support situation, right? And that's what I was about to say to my boy Dennis earlier. In a triple support scenario, I'd rather have an Ultron than an Adam Warlock, which is kind of crazy. Which is out loud kind of crazy to say. Imagine if Mag had the old team up with Wanda and the team up with Gambit right now. My question on that is how would that even work? Because the way I'm interpreting it, the way I'm interpreting it is just imagining the sword slashes going that way, but then after he's done with the sword slashes, niggas just said, "Nah, we just gonna throw that bitch." That just sounds oppressive as fuck. Magneto would obviously guaranteed be best character in the game. I'm not gonna lie. If that was the case, Magneto would guaranteed be the best character in the game. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Not even gonna lie to you. That shit would be OP as fuck. Yes, bro, it would. It definitely would. Because that shit would be just trying to think about that makes my head hurt, bro. Cause like I play Magneto. I basically play almost any tank in the game, bro. And like just imagining the bullshit that I would be able to get away with because of the team ups would be a fucking nightmare. I can't lie. For everyone else, not for me. He'd be destroying everyone. That's exactly what would be happening. He would destroy anyone. Anyone who decides to be on the front line, back line, middle line. Imagine Nemor with the Hela team up with the whole game. You're just trying to give the whole fandom PTSD, bro. That's basically what you trying to do, bro. You trying to give the whole fandom PTSD. I'm crying, man. But nah, honestly though, what y'all think, man? Y'all think there's any issues with this list? How y'all feel about this? I think the list so far is, I don't think it's bad. I think this is a genuine representation of what season 6 is looking like. Only thing I would change is just the orders and how I move people. Like I don't think Namor is that strong. Luna and Jeff need to go to C. I can see Jeff being C. I don't see Luna. I'm gonna be honest. It's because of her like nerf, because she has really good survivability. She has really good survivability. Is it because of her nerf? Because if it's because of her nerf, I get it, but I can't see her being in C. I'm gonna be honest. I can see her being like a mid to low B, but that's about it. I'm gonna be honest. Oh yeah, and Rogue. Hmm. I might need to adjust where I put Rogue too. I'm gonna be honest. Like she's good, but is she a B tier character? I don't know. I don't know. As a Luna main, it just doesn't feel like I'm doing this much as Gambit and Invisible Woman, or even once in a while Mantis. Seems accurate, especially on Spider Man. I swear to God, bro, motherfuckers who play Spider Man on my team straight suck suck straight ass. But the enemy Spider Man, he from the movie and shit. I played Jeff at least a high tier B. Okay, now if we go off of how niggas actually play the characters, this whole list goes different. Or at least the niggas that I know. I'm gonna be honest. Because if it goes off of niggas that I know personally and how they play these characters, Hulk becomes a fucking S tier. I know a crazy fucking Hulk. Oh my god, that nigga's fucking sick. He's actually insane. However, I don't see that anywhere else besides him. We gotta put that nigga back in D. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like Hulk gets deep fried by CC, bro. It's not even funny, bro. It's not even funny. And honestly, this might be a hot take. Cloak and Dagger becomes S then. You know what I'm saying? The problem with Spider-Man is the best ones are majority only quick match warriors. And I completely agree. This entire tier list changes if we're going off of quick match warriors. Because if we're going off a quick match warrior, Daredevil is the best thing to ever touch a video game ever. Like ever. Like I'm not gonna say he's not crazy in ranked. He's definitely crazy in ranked. That's why he's still a A. But if it was quick match, oh my god. Oh my god. Jeff before he got his rework was a S tier, not gonna lie, but now Jeff is a C tier. Hmm. Motherfuckers just can't play Jeff. I'm cracked with Jeff. Now, Jeff being an S tier before the rework is definitely a take I've never seen before. And because let's think about it, right? That was the before the rework was before he was able to heal and damage with jet stream, right? That was before he was able to do that, right? So that was before his ult would heal people with the little bubble thing that he had before going off, right? Okay, yeah. So this is the same Jeff I'm talking about. Okay, perfect. So let's think. This is before he had the healing on his ult. This is also before the stream and damage at the same time. His damage, his streaming, his healing output was nowhere near close to bad. Now that I really think about it, his healing output was really fucking good. Um, hmm. His ult was still pretty good. His ult is very slept on. I feel like not a lot of people understand how good a good Jeff ult is actually game changing. No bullshit. I don't think people realize that. Hmm. And then the bubbles. I think the bubbles did a lot of work too. Because wasn't the bubbles like throwers and sellers make Jeff look bad? That might be what it is. That might be what it is. Like it's kind of like the same way I feel about Punisher is how people feel about Jeff. Like every time I see a Punisher on my team, I'm like, oh my god, we're going to lose. But every time other niggas seen Jeff, that's how they felt. Jeff's survivability was on another level. Oh God, bruh. He couldn't ever die. And he was able to use hit ult on top. Yeah, I forgot. It was really hard to kill, bro. It was really hard to kill, bro. Like spitting out teammates safely when a ult isn't hard is wait what? Like spitting out teammates safely when they ult isn't hard. It's a very easy thing to save teammates. Yeah, because most Punishers I see are pretty good. Like I put Punisher higher. Oh no, I think the bias for me is a little crazy. I've only out of the last 15 games that I played, I've only met one good Punisher. And out of the last 50 games I played, I probably only met three. Like I don't know why, but my lobbies are never filled with niggas who are good at the game. Mind you, it be niggas who be playing Call of Duty coming here. Nigga, your whole thing is aiming. So just aim. Oh my goodness. I don't get it. I don't get these niggas. I don't. But I don't know. I like this list personally. Uh oh yeah, I gotta download the shit for the thumbnail. No thanks. I'm not creating an account. But nah, and just like that, that is the Marvel Rivals tier list. Just like that. Do I have nothing much else to say about this? No. My conclu Bro switched to Punisher earlier today for a dub. The average Punisher is trash. They don't even know what you can see. They don't even know that you can use turret to not get hit by the Jeff ult or Strange ult. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like a lot of people don't even have knowledge of the actual character. Like not a lot of people even have knowledge on the actual character. They just be doing shit. They're just there taking up space. Because like they'll be like they're not even doing damage either. In my scenario, like they don't even be doing damage either. They will just be in a turret, not hitting shit, and then the turret gets destroyed, and then they'll zip line into the enemy back line, trying to dive with Punisher with a shotgun. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Anyway, this is enough hating on Punisher players. I'm gonna end this segment of the stream. I'm gonna go ahead and stop